students. Today we have to learn about that the chapter number 11 of class 8. Chapter name Force and Pressure, and today's topic is the pressure. See here, generally our concept is what? We are considering that the force and pressure are the same term. But they are not same, they are related to each other. Force and pressure, they are not the same term, but they are related to each other. They are connected to each other. They means how they are connected to each other, that we have to learn about with the help of the different examples. And for example, see that when we learn about that the force, that time how we define the force, push and pull of an object we are considering as a force. Like this way we are considering, means we are knowing about we are the concept regarding the force, means and this force is related to the different things, means what then force are again there are many types of the force, contact force, non-contact force, again they are classified already. We all these things we learn in the previous session. But this pressure, it is what when we are considering the pressure, that time we have to apply the force also. Means when we are thinking about the pressure, that time we have to apply the force on that particular object to create the pressure. And for example, and this pressure, it is related with the different term. But here it is I am using the one term, we have to apply the force on that particular object to create the pressure. This term, it is what means apply. Here suppose this apply force on an object. This word is very important to understand the concept of the pressure. How it is important, that one, we see that when we are applying the force on any object, that time we are considering the area of that object. Means what? Sometimes the area it is a small, sometimes it is the area is a larger one, and you are also experiencing that one. Suppose that the more surface area if any object occupies and you want to remove that object from that place, that time what you have to do? You have to apply the more force on that object. Means what? So here it is what when we apply the force on that object, that time we are considering about that the unit area of that object. We are considering about that the unit area of that object, and on the basis of that concept, the pressure is defined as, or pressure is a term which we can define that force acting on an object per unit area. See here, force acting on an object per unit area is known as a pressure. The definition of pressure, you can frame it with the help of this formula. Means what? Pressure, how you can define? Pressure is a term, means force acting on an object per unit area is known as the pressure. And here it is that this pressure, it is related with the area. Means here in the definition only it is mentioned that force is related with the pressure, it is related with the area. And if the area is here, is what? Area is at the denominator place. Area it is at denominator place. Means what? If there is a larger surface area, if there is a larger surface area, then we had to apply the more force. Then we had to apply the more force. And how we can clear our concept this with the help of the different example. See here, suppose simple example I will give you that. Suppose if I take the one nail. If I take the one nail, suppose this is the nail, and I try to insert this nail from its head side. Means what? I try to insert this nail into the wall from this head side. Means what? Instead of this straight or instead of this narrow end. Then what happens? Here I try to apply the force on more surface area, because from this side I am applying the force. From this side I am applying, means I am hammering from this side, so that it's applying the pressure on this larger surface area. Then it is, when you experience, you will experience that you will feel it is very difficult to insert into the wall. And after 2-3 trial, if I reverse the situation, means what, instead of inserting the head of that nail into the wall, I put the, means I will try to insert this tail of this nail into the wall, and I am hammering the, means sorry, yes, here see that when I try to applying, means try to insert the this nail from the head side into the wall, it will difficult to me to insert, because if the surface area is larger, then I have to apply the more force, then also it will not go. But if I reverse the situation, I try to insert this tail of this nail into the wall and hammering from this side, then what happens, this nail and tail of this nail has a pointed end, so that the large, smaller surface area, this is what, smaller surface area, so that I have to apply the less force. Here see that I am still not using the term pressure, I am using the term only force and area. See here, when I try to insert the head has a more surface area, so that I have to apply the more force. But when I use the, means try to pointed end of this nail, try to insert into the wall, then it easily insert. Means what, when more smaller surface area, that time I have to apply the less force, that time I have to apply the less force. Then all these terms, what is the relation with the pressure? See that large surface area, then more pressure. But here it is what, area is a denominator, means what, large surface area, less pressure. See the difference. Force we have to apply the more, but here is pressure create the less. Here it is what, pressure create the less, and in less pressure we can perform the work. Here means larger the surface area, the pressure is less, and if more the surface area, the pressure is, see here, large surface area, more force, but pressure is less. Smaller surface area, less force, but pressure is greater. Means here it is that the area is at denominator place, so that if the area is large, less pressure will be created, and if area is smaller, then more pressure will be created in a less force. Means if the area is more, we have to apply the more force to create the pressure. You see that here, suppose if I trying to insert this head of this nail, then what happens, I am applying the more force, but then also it create the less pressure, and because of that reason it is difficult to insert into the wall. But if I try to insert this pointed end into the wall, then what happens, this pointed end has a smaller surface area. This pointed end has a smaller surface area. Though I am applying the less force, then also it create the more pressure. And due to that, it is easily insert into the wall. And because of that reasons, the pointed end is easily insert into the wall instead of that the blunt end of the nail. Sometime in the exam question will be asked that suppose you try to insert the blunt end of the nail into the wall, it is difficult to insert, but if we insert the pointed end of the nail, it is easily insert into the wall. What is the reason? Or justify the statement. Like this way some application based questions may be asked in the exam. That time simple relation between the surface area and force and pressure you can relate it. Here is that again I am revising that suppose the large surface area, more force will be need to apply on that object and it create the less pressure. Then if the surface area is smaller, then less force will be needed and it create the more pressure. And because of that reason the pointed end of the nail is easily insert into the wall. This is a one example. Again one more examples in our daily routine, that means how this pressure is related to the surface area. How the pressure is related to the surface area. Suppose that I am taking the example of your school bag. Generally what happens, your school bags belts are broader. What is the reason behind it? That we are not thinking about that, but when we are purchasing the school bag, first of all we check the belt and checking that one they are broad. If they are narrow belt, then we are not preferring to purchase such a type of the bag. What is the reason behind that one? See that your school bag is fully loaded with your books. Every day 8 periods are there, so that 8 notebooks, 8 textbooks, all that things and some other extra things are there, and because of that reason your school bag is too heavy. And what happen if you are using, if the school bag belts are narrow, then what happen? Its surface area of that narrow belt is less, and less surface area create the more pressure, and because of that reason you feel heavy, more heavy of your bag. But if you are using the broad belt of your school bag, then what happen? The broad belt means what? Area of that belt it is a large, because whole force is applied means generate means whole force is whole load of your school bag is on that belt of your school bag. Means what? Force is there exerted on the belt of that your school bag, so that if that belts are broader, then what happen? Larger surface area create the less pressure. Sorry, means smaller surface area. Larger surface area create the less pressure. Larger surface area is create the less pressure, and because of that reason you feel that your means load of your school bag is little bit lighter. It is not exactly lighter, but because of that the belts are broader, then that force, it is what? More force is applied on that broader end and it create the less pressure, and that is the reason you feel that it is comfortable to take on your shoulder. It is comfortable to take on your shoulder, and that is the reason. Again one more example is that suppose if you are sitting on the at a railway stations and you are waiting for the train, or sometimes what happens, any train is arrival and passengers are step down from the train, and then after that once many people are use the pulleys to carry their luggage out from the station. That time what happens, if anybody seen clearly, the before taking the bags on his head, the pulley first of all use the cloth and keep on his head, and after that one he take the luggage on his head. What is the reason behind it? That because when he kept the clothes on his head, that time it increased the surface area, and in more surface area less pressure is there. More surface area less pressure is there, and so because of that reason it is possible for him to carry the means more luggage on his head, and he feel comfortable to carry that heavy load, and because of that reason he is using the clothes on his head. Means simple relation, it is what? More surface area, less pressure. More surface area, less pressure. And second thing is there, less surface area, more surface area, less pressure, less surface area, more pressure. This is the simple relation between the surface area and pressure, and because of that reason there is means first things on which the pressure is depend, what is the relation between the pressure and surface area. More surface area, less, more surface area, less pressure, less surface area, less surface area, more, less surface area, more pressure. Okay, then in the next module we had to learn about that the relation of that the atmosphere, means we had to learn about that the next term, it is that the atmospheric pressure.